Okay, guys, so you're thinking of buying a home here in Columbia, South Carolina. Well, let me tell you, unless you are a cash buyer, do not do anything until you have listened to this video specifically. You guys ask me about lending questions through the hundreds of homes I've done. You always ask me, I get so many lending questions. So we're going to make this video on lending, and not just from me. I'm going to go to a good friend of mine, Erica's, who does a lot of my loans, and she's with Prime Lending, and she is going to take us from A to Z, give us little tidbits, just like the fact that once you start that process, you don't want to make any major financial decisions without putting them through her. It could ruin your entire loan. These are things you need to know when you go into this, and she's going to walk us through it. And then if you stick around to the end, I'm actually going to ask her a lot of questions through my experience that you guys in the comments and call me, text me, all of this that you ask me all the time, and she's going to answer them. And I can tell you, she will answer them all. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about Columbia, South Carolina, go ahead, subscribe for me, click that notification bell, and you can be the first to find out about the current market here in Columbia every time I post a video. Go ahead, no matter if you're moving here in 7 days, 70 days, or even with the next year, whether it's your first time home buyer, whether it's your fifth home, call me, text me, email me. Better yet, go into my calendar. All the information's in the description below. Go into my calendar and set up a Zoom call so we can talk together, and I can custom design, share my screen with you, custom design a plan for you. Now, let's go ahead and get right into this, and we're going to head over to Erica's, and then I'll be right back after this interview with Erica to end it and wrap it all up. Okay, guys. Talked about doing a lender video. Told you this is one of the most important things that you can do is before you even look at a house, you've got to talk to a lender. I told you the local lenders that I use, they are just like me in that you can get them, they communicate well. It's not just 9 to 5 hours and everything that when you're trying to get in touch with them. So I am here with Erica today. Importance of that is there's so many different programs that are out there in the state of South Carolina, here in Columbia. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it over to her, and I'm gonna let her say everything that's going on with it.
Hey everyone, I'm Erica Woolwine. I am a local lady lender with Prime Lending, and I wanted to go over a couple things, especially for the first-time home buyers. Now, if this is not your first rodeo and you are buying houses, flipping houses, have several, this is still very good information that you still might not know. Now, I call this SOS, is Strategies of the Shift. The market is always shifting, and we have several options for you. So if you know this is not your forever home, you may not want a fixed rate. You may want an ARM, that adjustable rate mortgage. Now, a lot of people get frightened by this, but it is beneficial to several people depending on your specific needs. We also offer South Carolina housing. Now, those are normally for first-time home buyers with down payment assistance. They have several other programs that you may not know about and need to make sure that your lender does know about them. Now, also, the mortgage process. This kind of scares people because they don't know what to expect. They call Chad, they want to go house hunting. He asks if you spoke to a lender, and they say a who? So this kind of step by step, 9 steps of the mortgage process. The first 3 go hand in hand: application, gathering documents, and the pre-qualification. So as you do the application, I'm going to work it with you, go over credit score, income, and assets. The asset is not your dirt bike, and your boat is going to be your checking, savings, 401k. Where are you getting funds to source this transaction? We'll go through that together, get the pre-qualification, shoot it over to Chad. Then you get to do the fun part, house hunting. You guys get to look within your budget, in the numbers that we ran, and find the perfect home for you, whether it's your forever home, your investment property, or your second home. Now, after you do that, I order the appraisal to make sure that the home is valued at what they're trying to sell it for. So those are the first 4 steps already done out of 9. Now, the other part is finding homeowners insurance, the loan process and underwriting, which my team and I take care of. Now, after underwriting, there may be some conditions, or you might go straight to closing. And that's the final step of the process, and you're done that fast.
You're quick.
I do talk fast, but I can also explain slow and go through each part of this process with you. As you go through these steps of this process, I'm going to be calling chat, I'm going to be calling you, and I follow up with an email of the literature of what is going on so that you don't hang up the phone with me and go, what did that lady say? Every time we go through a process step, you will get an email with where we are and what comes next.
How long does this process usually take?
So the quickest I've ever closed a loan was 7 days from application to closing table. But normally these loans take about 25 days.
You can go quicker for somebody that's approved, easy, etc. You
Yes.
just got to have me doing all the inspections and everything extra quick as well.
Absolutely. So we can move as fast or as slow as your buyer needs. Again, normally 25 to 30 days is your normal close, but I'm here for the next 30 years, so I'm not going to rush anybody.
Awesome. I have her number. It's her cell number.
Yes.
You can get hold of her anytime. And of course you can get hold of me. But she does all kinds of loans from conventional FHA, VA, home renovation loans. There's so many different options that are out there, and Prime Lending pretty much has them all.
We do. One thing that I love to put out there is we also can start with a soft credit pull. So that won't affect you with a hard inquiry or bring down your score until you know that you're ready. This gives me enough information to tell you what to work on as far as credit, or if we're ready to rock and roll. Also, Prime Lending does not do application costs or fees, so you have nothing to lose.
Now, what's the difference between a pre-qualification letter and a pre-approval letter?
So that gets a lot of people stumped. So the pre-qualification is based off the information that they have given me in the application, and then the pre-approval is once I do it through our automated underwriting system, which we normally do after we get some documentation. Now, as far as documentation, don't be concerned. I always say 2 is your lucky number. 2 pay stubs, 2 W-2s, 2 tax returns, and 2 bank statements. Most of these you have on your apps or your online access to go ahead and get started. I get the information to make sure it's accurate for what you put in the application and run it through the pre-automated underwriting system. Just takes a moment.
Now, one of the questions I get a good bit, they have to give you all this information right at the beginning of the process.
Yes.
And then it goes to underwriting.
Yes.
And then they ask for the same stuff in underwriting. And a lot of times, and I'll just tell my guys a lot of times, listen, just be ready, have it on standby. You have to send it twice because it's somebody else doing the underwriting. Y'all don't have your own underwriting department. You actually...
We do. So my underwriters, it's called processing and underwriting. It's kind of a 2-step process. I actually have a team of processors that I've worked with for the past 5 years, and it is the same 3 ladies. And then our underwriting team is the same. I have the underwriter's cell phone. I can pick them up and call them. It's not a call center somewhere else in the U.S. of somebody that I've never spoken with. It is the same team with Prime Lending that is given to specific loan officers.
Which is why you can do it so fast sometimes, and you get things back a lot quicker.
Absolutely.
When it comes to how quick it is to get that appraiser out there.
Absolutely. So appraisers, yes. We actually have a team of appraisers that we can send out, unless it's VA, which is more of like a round robin. Now, as far as the processor and underwriters, I know these ladies, they know me, so I know I want to keep them happy. I have a list that I send out, like I said, choose your favorite number, the W-2s, tax returns, pay stubs. I know what they're going to be looking for, and we gather it up front, so that way when we send it to them, it's a clean approval or review without conditions. And if they do ask for conditions, I'll walk with you hand by hand of saying what we need and why we need it.
What are some of the programs that they have for even like first-time homeowners right now through South Carolina Housing, etc.?
South Carolina Housing has Palmetto Home Advantage or the first-time home buyer. Some of these have lower interest rates than your regular market. Some have down payment assistance, and they are spectacular. And not all of them are for first-time home buyers. Now, the question I get a lot with South Carolina Housing, can I be a first-time home buyer born again? And you can. It could be you haven't owned property or interest in a property in the last 3 years. It could be you sold a home in one county and buying in another. Now those are targeted and county specific. So again, have a loan officer that knows the details and guidelines. It could be for a single parent or a disabled veteran. So there are several loopholes with first-time home buyers. So if you owned a home 5 years ago and you've been in an apartment for 5 years, first-time home buyer born again.
Oh, awesome. Now, if you could tell me also, when you're doing an escrow account to account for property taxes and insurance,
Yes.
etc., 4% versus 6% here in South Carolina, and how that is factored in and how you can do it.
Yes, so I get that question a lot. People go, what does escrowed in mean? It just means that the mortgage company is collecting your homeowner's insurance and your county taxes in every mortgage payment, and then we pay those annually on your behalf. So that way you're not having to save for that each month. Now the 4% is the county tax for a primary residence. The 6% county tax is for your second home or investment property. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a big difference, 4 to 6%. It could triple your payment. So make sure that your lender is knowing what you're buying and what the escrow is going to look like.
You know as much as I do when it comes to Richland, Lexington County, state
Yes.
of South Carolina, home occupied, etc.
Yes.
What if it's a husband and wife and it's in the husband's name? It's not in both their names. Can the wife, even though they're married, go in and have home occupied as well?
So if she is on the title, she owns interest in that property. So even if she went to purchase a different home, she would be responsible not for the mortgage payments and her liability, but she would be responsible for the escrow. The taxes and insurance would go in her debt to income ratio. Now, the county does talk, and your real estate agent's going to look at it, your real estate attorney is going to look at it, and the lender is going to go, well, if you're living here, are you selling it? So do make sure that the lender knows what your next step is. It may be that they are separating. It may be that they're going to purchase a new house and then sell or rent that one. So just be honest with the lender. Make sure that you give all the information up front so that we can structure the loan properly for you and there's no speed bumps later down.
To account for the home occupied.
Yeah.
And so,
No speed bumps in the
I
transaction.
get that all the time. It's wild how that works, but I think that's pretty much everything I got for you and some of the questions that I get all the time. Everybody wants to start looking at houses before they get pre-approved.
Yes.
Then they find the one they want. It takes longer than 24 to 48 hours because you want a pre-approval. You're going into, you've got to go into underwriting, or something may come up in that underwriting to get pre-approval. 8 out of 10 times, you can get that pre-approval within 24 to 48 hours. But sometimes if there's a hitch, something that's going on, it can take as long as a week. It just depends on your finances and what they find a lot of times. Make sure that you get that before you start looking, because the last thing you want to do is find that home that you love. It get taken out from under you within that week while you're waiting.
Absolutely. And if you're not sure, you think you have credit issues, you're not sure about your assets or income, even with the pre-approval that I could give Chad to go out there, if I'm thinking, ooh, this might be a problem, we can go ahead and put your file into underwriting without a purchase contract. So that's called a to be determined file. That way, once we get through the underwriting process and we go, hey, we're good, we have everything we need. It's just your job to find the house with Chad, homeowner's insurance, title, and appraisal. Now, those are the loans that we normally close in 15 days or less because the client is no longer pre-approved. You are an approved borrower. You just have to find the property.
Right. And the other thing Erica does real well that a lot of lenders don't, if you do it ahead of time and she sees stuff, even on that soft pull, she'll see stuff on your credit. She has credit people that she works with.
Yes.
It may be something simple to where you just need to get it taken off, or it may be something that you need to work on even for 4, 5, 6 months, but at least you know it ahead of time. And she will stick with you. She will help you do that so that when you are ready, we'll just rock it out. And I've seen her with other lenders too, that they don't get approved through another lender, but the Erica comes in and she finds a little more. And I've even had her a couple times. She'll be the fourth or fifth lender that they go to, and somehow she works something out, and she just explains it so much better. Thank you for being with us today.
My pleasure. Thank you for the video. If you have any questions, my cell is 803-556-2570.
I'll put that in the video below too. And until the next time.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay, guys, what did you think of the interview collaboration with Erica? Erica is incredible. She knows exactly what she's been doing. She's been doing this for so long. She knows what she is doing. She keeps up with the market. Listen, tell me in the comments below. You've got friends that are purchasing a house, even if they're not doing it with me, send them this video, share this video, give me a like on the video if you like all the information that we provided you with today. Comment, let me know what you would like to talk about even after this. This is where I get my ideas from. It's everything that you guys talk about, what I talk to you about every single day. I love talking to you guys. It's a relationship business, and you guys are the ones that I like taking it through it and putting it in a smooth process. Till the next video, you guys have a good one.